Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Proseco's afternoon 3 o'clock Pro Talk on maintaining polished concrete floors. My name is Kevin Sigourney, and I'm going to be going through discussing why proper maintenance of your floors is important, not just for the floors, but for your business and for the industry. Because if your floors are not maintained properly, not only do your floors start looking bad, but the industry suffers as well, because nobody likes to look at a dull, dirty floor. We're going to also talk about then developing a maintenance plan, the basic guidelines of doing that, and how a maintenance plan can be used to generate repeat business for you contractors. So what we're going to do here is take a look at this project. If you joined us for this morning's meeting, this is that same project where it was 1.5 million square feet of decorative color polished concrete. The Consolidec Gemtone stain was used on this project to color it. We then put down our LS lithium silicate densifier. It was polished, and then it was protected with the LS Guard. That's the protective treatment product that gets put down and burnished in. So project turned out great. Looks good, looks nice, right? Some of the feedback that we got on it. Great work. Wow. Owner loves it, and even better, you got 2 other buildings the owner wants you to do. So as a polishing contractor, are you guys done at this point? You're moving on to your next job? Nina? No, that's correct. Good answer. You shouldn't move on without talking to that owner about how to maintain that floor. How does that floor stay looking good for a long period of time? And so we're going to talk about that right now. Why is this important? Recent Harris poll said 86% of surveyed adults said dirty floors would cause them to question whether to shop in a store. Anybody surprised by that? Shouldn't be. I mean, dirty floors leaves, the reason people go to finished concrete or polished concrete floors, a large part of that is for their aesthetic beauty, their ease of maintenance, the look. Well, if the floors look dirty, it's not going to look very well upon, the impression of that building. So if you don't have a conversation about maintenance, all too often it's left to the maintenance, whatever typical maintenance is being done. Oftentimes that is the incorrect equipment, very likely the incorrect cleaning chemical as well. Little fact here, 1,000 people in 1 week, 1.2 pounds of dirt. That 1.2 pounds of dirt, if it's not swept up or cleaned off there, has the potential for removing 28% of your floor finish. That floor finish that you, as a contractor, worked hard to polish and densify and decorate and protect. So again, this is why this is important. Dirt being left on the floor gets tracked on it. It acts like sandpaper under your feet, and it will dull that finish. And, of course, what I hear a lot is, well, I'm just cleaning it with a standard neutral cleaner. Do we all think a standard neutral cleaner is the appropriate cleaner for concrete floors? Thank you, Nina. No, not necessarily, okay? Just because it's a standard neutral cleaner, it might have a mild solvent in it, a degreasing component to it. It might have some surfactants that leave a film or a residue on the surface. All these things can dull the finish. So the cleaner is important, and we're going to talk about our maintenance cleaner and why it's designed specifically for polished concrete floor. Okay? So let's talk about really what the missing link is in all this, and this is proper maintenance. I think an early misconception of polished concrete floors were that they were no maintenance. Hopefully, none of you contractors are selling polished concrete floors as no maintenance anymore. They are low maintenance, but they're not no maintenance. And as you can see here from some of the numbers of the annual maintenance costs, they still rank as the lowest floors to maintain over their life. The other misconception we've talked about already is that any cleaner will work. That's not true. Most cleaners out there that are found in the closets of the janitor staff are designed for inorganic surfaces like vinyl tile. Concrete surfaces are reactive surfaces. That means that concrete can still be affected by what you do with it. Even a concrete surface that has our protective treatment on it, you have to use the right cleaner. So now that you know why floors need maintenance and the importance of maintaining floors, let's talk about developing a maintenance plan. Okay, a good maintenance plan has collaboration between the flooring contractor or the installer of the polished concrete floor, the manufacturer of the products that were used, i.e. Proseco and Consolidec products, and then the third people we need to involve in this maintenance plan is the owner. You have to understand what the owner's expectations are. You have to understand how frequently how frequently you can clean it, the floor. You need to know from the owner, is it going to be his own in-house maintenance staff or is he contracting out the maintenance? So you need to involve the owner in this decision as well. So let's take a closer look at what a good maintenance guide contains. A good maintenance guide will cover three things. What is done with the floor? What maintenance? What type of maintenance are you going to do with the floor? It covers who does the maintenance. And the third thing it covers is how frequently the maintenance is done, or how periodic the maintenance is. And a maintenance guide like this is something, like I said earlier, when you're done with that project, at the very least, this is a document you can hand over to the owner of that project and say, here's my recommendations for how to maintain that floor. There's something in here I'll get to where it can provide a residual revenue, residual business for you as a contractor, but this is at a minimum what you should provide to the owner. Let's dig into it a little bit deeper. So we've broken this down, and this one we're looking at here, guys, is we developed this one as to be used for a supermarket or grocery store, okay, chain. It's important to note that this can change. It depends on the floor type. It depends on what use is being done with that floor. The kind of maintenance plan you put together for a grocery store is going to be very different than what you would do for an office space or a warehouse, okay? And the key is we can help you craft and design that maintenance plan to be fit just right for that building type. Okay, midday cleaning. Essentially what this is you sweep the floor, dry dust mop the floor. Get all the dirt and contaminants that I was saying is tracked onto that floor off each day. And this is what it looks like. It's very simple. And this can be done by in-house maintenance. We want to sweep that up off the floor so that people aren't tracking it over that floor and causing that floor to become dull, act like sandpaper. Okay, so that's the very, very simple, easy remedy. What does nightly maintenance look like? So at the end of the day, when you can get a wet process going, you do the dry mop, you get all the dirt off, and then we introduce a wet cleaning or scrubbing process. And this is where we introduce the right maintenance cleaner. Proseco's Consolidec LS Clean comes in an Ultra 15 or Ultra 30 concentrate. What that means is it comes in a little 4-ounce pack. The Ultra 15, you cut open that pack, you pour it into a 15-gallon auto scrubber. The Ultra 30, it's 1 pack to a 30-gallon auto scrubber. Super concentrated, super easy to use for your auto scrubber. And now you do a wet cleaning process. This gets the stuff up that the dry dust mop can't get to, the embedded stains. Again, Consolidec LS Clean. The LS in the LS Clean means it has a little bit of lithium silicate in it, our hardener. So you're cleaning and conditioning. As that floor gets traffic, it will expose new reactive sites that the LS, lithium silicate, can react with. This makes the floor look better, longer, because it cleans it and conditions it. LS Clean also comes in a formula that can be diluted from a 4-ounce pack to a 5-gallon bucket. You saw there our own Bruce Farrell was cleaning it with a bucket and a mop. It can also be just sprayed down and swing buffered. But this is a wet cleaning process. This is recommended to be done, in this particular instance, nightly. You can introduce a weekly one that can be slightly different. This is an optional option. But the important one here is what gets done extended, every 6 months maybe, every year. This is where you, as a polishing contractor, can stay involved and create some potential residual business here. So what does this mean? Well, the maintenance crew performs the usual nightly cleaning. Dry dust mop, auto scrub, or wet mop the floor with LS Clean. And then in the instance of where we have our LS guard or our polish guard on a floor, this is the opportunity for you as the polishing contractor to come in and do what's called a rejuvenation of the protective treatment. In this case, we're showing LS guard. It doesn't necessarily have to be every 6 months, but it's periodic. It just depends on the floor. You guys, as the polishing contractors, can come in every so often, audit the floor, evaluate it, find out what it needs to bring it back. The guard products themselves are easy to apply. They can be spray down, microfibered. You take a high-speed burnisher to burnish it, help it cure, set, and give it the gloss, bring back the gloss. This rejuvenates a floor that has had wear and tear on it and where the guard product may have worn off slightly, okay? And that way you stay involved with this project. It's repeat business for you to come in and do this. Some contractors are creating a warranty program and tying it into a warranty process. More importantly, it's a way for you to ensure that your work that you finished doesn't look terrible in 6 months. You can send referrals to that. Say, that job I did, I know is good because I keep track of it. I show them how to maintain it. And they follow our maintenance guide. Now, this maintenance guide, like I said, can alter depending upon building type. We can help you create that. We can also even help put your own company logo up there. This document is available for each and every one of you. If you just scan your badge, we'll send it to you electronically. You can have this maintenance guide. We can help you create a maintenance guide too. We'd be happy to have one of our concrete flooring guys help assist with a custom maintenance guide to come in and do that with you. So please be sure, after we're done here, that you find one of the Proseco light blue shirts and scan your badge. We'll send you a maintenance guide. If you have any other questions, please grab somebody in a Proseco Consolidex shirt. I want to thank you guys for your time. One last thing I'll just mention. Lastly, I will say on a topic of maintenance, at Proseco.com you can find more in-depth maintenance videos that go into more in-depth about equipment, products, prevention, and auditing. Okay? Thank you all. I appreciate your time.